So tenant hasn't paid rent for 3 months. We've sent her all the documentation that we are going to serve. Everything she has is received by text. Her rent is $2,000 a month, so she owes $6,000. So we get to court today. They call out before the judge comes in, case number. So landlord is present. Tenant wasn't there at the time, and they said they have no evidence that the sheriff served the documents. So if they don't get the documents when the judge arrives, they might have to postpone it. I said, okay, fine. So long and behold, judge comes. They swear us in, and they call our case. I go towards the landlord's side, and then the tenant is there. She goes towards the defendant's side, and then the judge says, we have no evidence that the tenant received the court papers, so we can't proceed. So obviously I had a little smile on my face, couldn't wipe it off, but the judge had a smile on her face too. I said, Judge, the tenant is right here. How did she not receive, why would she be if she didn't receive it? She said, well, we don't have any proof that she received it. Obviously the tenant didn't really care because she's just buying herself more time, which means another month is gonna go by with no rent collected, and we can't start the eviction process, which, mind you, after the court rules, you can file for warrant and restitution in 10 days, and then it takes them about 2 to 3 weeks to come out. So that's like another month right there. They set the court date for 2 weeks from today. So that's almost 2 months in rent again that we're gonna lose. So that's another $4,000. So she owes $6, add another $2 now. You do the math, that's $10,000 right there in lost rent. Mortgage is around $1,600 on this property. Interest rates are going high when we refinance this one. So yeah, here's the situation. So what do? Honestly, just take a deep breath. You control what you control, and what you can't control, you just learn to deal with it. It doesn't get easier, obviously, but your tolerance gets much higher. Obviously, you need reserves to sustain such a blow. And then, mind you, look, dealing with tenants, it's honestly on a tenant-by-tenant situation. If a tenant is late on rent and they communicate with you, they're upfront, and then they have a track record of paying, we'll work with them. And this tenant specifically, when we did the background check, credit report, everything really panned out. No red flags. And then she's a single mom of 3. Her story was a nice story. She's worked hard to be able to get him to rent a house, and we wanted to help her out. We let her move in mid of the month and not charge her till the following month, just so she can get settled in. And then after that, the red flags started showing up. So we didn't turn the power off just because we didn't want her to stay without power. And then she couldn't start the service under her name because she's had some previous issues with our gas and electrical supplier over here. So what do? Do you turn the power off on a family with kids? We said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the power on for them until they figure it out. First month goes by, second month goes by, third month goes by, and we still kept the power on for them just because sometimes you gotta be able to sleep at night, put your head on the pillow, and have no regrets. So we still kept the power on for them. They kept on saying, we're going to pay rent, but they never did. We haven't received a dime from them other than the first month and the deposit, which is a shame because her story was a good story, and we wanted to see her succeed in life and give her family a better life. And we believed the story. We'll survive the storm. But honestly, next time, someone else that might deserve this chance, they're not going to get it, but just because of the bad experience we've had. And honestly, I know it's tough out there for everyone, but the same thing for us landlords. Rents are going down, interest rates are going up. We're trying to do our best here to fill houses with good families, fix these houses. But at the end of the day, look, we're stuck 10 grand now in this house. So what would you have done? Would you have given them a chance? Would you have not taken their word? It's a tough one. because you really wanted to believe that some people are still trying to do good. And I understand she might be going through hard times, but you at least pay something. If you can't pay the full rent, like I said in the beginning, we work with tenants that aren't able to pay on time. Not everyone can pay on time, and very rarely do we charge a late fee, just because we're all humans and we're all going through some stuff. So we do our part to help out. But when she don't pay, when she don't communicate, and on top of that, language use is not the best of language. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, we're not doing this to get a thank you, but you still want to get be appreciated for trying to help someone out. And this is what ends up happening. We go to court. The court couldn't even get it right on getting the paperwork out. So, who bears the cost? Of course, the landlord bears the cost. Tenant doesn't bear the cost. The city doesn't bear the cost. There you have it.